welcome back. For today's video I'm going to talk about body dysmorphia or body dysmorphic disorder, whatever way you want to call it. It's a bit of a serious topic, but I'll try and make it as light-hearted as I can because I don't want it all doom and gloom. I might end up rambling and going off on one because there's a lot of stuff I'm really passionate about and want to address that's just ridiculous. I've already started. I've already started doing it. What's wrong with me? Whatever. I had to time her half up, half down today because it's just too much and it was just doing my head in last time with all the flicking. So anyway, I'm sure you're thinking, what is body dysmorphia and what the hell is this we are talking about? Basically, it's a disorder where you hate yourself and your body and you focus on one certain part of your body that you think is a flaw. It can affect anyone at any age. It usually comes about when you're in your teenage years or young adulthood. That's the most common ages it happens in. Basically, the symptoms of it are you worry too much about a specific part of your body, like for example your weight, your skin, your height, your anything. It could be anything at all that you just don't like about yourself, and you focus on that one specific part and it drives you insane every time you see it. You compare yourself to others constantly. You look in the mirror too much or avoid them altogether. You try to conceal that part of your body that you hate so much that it's either with tons of makeup, extra baggy clothes, or you excessively try to fix it. So that's like picking your skin, exercising way too much and going on all these so unhealthy diets and detoxes that are just ridiculous. When you look in the mirror, you see something completely different to what is actually staring back at you. Your brain distorts what you're seeing and makes you think that you're worse than what you actually are. For me, I see myself bigger than what I actually was. I genuinely thought I looked a certain way when I didn't. I thought I was bigger than what I was. I seen people and I would compare myself to them and I would say, oh, this is the weight I am, and then people would turn around to me and say, no, Neve, you're nowhere close to that. That's what I seen in the mirror. Your brain it distorts what's really there, but only for yourself, if that makes any sense. Also for me is I get really bad acne, but it's not really acne, it's just random spots, but I know that's a hormone thing, but I would get them on my chest, my thighs, my back, all down my scar, and my chin and my nose a lot, and underneath on my neck. Obviously I've covered it up now, but I would pick at them. I can't stop. So aside from all the symptoms of what it actually is, I don't really think I explained it well, but I still don't overly understand the ins and outs. I'm not a doctor, I'm just going by what my experience is and what I've seen other people go through and what I've read and heard and all that caper. My experience with it, I think I must have had it for years without actually knowing that I had it. I found out I had scoliosis when I was about 12, and then from then I would do whatever I could to hide my back. I would wear all baggy clothes and baggy t-shirts and layers, and I thought that was more the scoliosis issue, which it is as well, but I will talk about that whenever I do my scoliosis video. When I found out I had it about 2 years ago, I started binge eating really badly and making myself throw it up. I wasn't bulimic. I went to the doctors because I just couldn't do it anymore and it was affecting me. It was affecting my mental health so bad. I couldn't concentrate in work. I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to see anyone. I just kept myself to myself. It was really bad and I hid it from a lot of people. I realised myself quite quickly that it wasn't the right thing to do and I needed help, and that's not the case for a lot of people. And if you really feel any of this way, please go see a doctor because it's the best help you could ever get. The way the mental health service is in Northern Ireland is shocking. It's so bad. There's so much mental health issues here and it's a really big problem. So the waiting lists are quite long. I had to go for an assessment and then they referred me to what do you call that, a nutritionist kind of thing. I thought the problem was food and I hated food. I hated it, but I couldn't stop eating it. I couldn't stop, and it was all the wrong things, and it was horrible. It was really, really bad, and it was making me feel really bad about myself. But that was going to take about a year. So what they suggested, because it was going to take so long, that I should refer myself to a therapist that was close by to where I live until I see this new person, which was completely fine. The girl who helped me, she was so good and so helpful, and really helped me understand what the hell was going on in my head. So I was explaining to her everything that was happening in my life and stuff, and she asked me if I'd ever heard of body dysmorphia. So she explained it a bit to me, and it all sort of started clicking in my head that just sounds like me. I do that and I think those thoughts, and I hate myself. Like, I literally hated who I was. I hated how I looked. I hated how I was acting, because it was getting too much and I just couldn't deal with it anymore. I know this is probably going to be hard for like my family and stuff to watch, because no one really knew what I was going through. I hid it a lot, and this is the first time I'm properly speaking about it and what it is and how it affected me. So I'm sorry. That's what the therapist diagnosed me as, having body dysmorphia. So once we decided that's what it was, we started talking about trying to figure out what the root of the problem was, because once we got to the root of the problem, then we could start with the CBT, which is cognitive behavioral therapy. I think that's how you say it. I'll write it here because I could be wrong. I just know it's CBT, which is unreal. It just changes the way you think. I'm not going to get into why I have body dysmorphia, because not a lot of people know about that, and it's really hard to talk about, and I'm not ready for that. It was a really bad year. The therapy had stopped, and then whenever I went to the psychologist, dietitian, whoever she was, didn't help me at all. I didn't feel comfortable with her. It seemed like she judged me, and it wasn't a right fit. So I thought, well, I can take what the other therapists had taught me and try and work through it myself. I thought I was completely fine. Last year was a great year. I started just being happy, but I was still concerned about how I looked. My issue was mostly with my weight. I started looking into all these different types of diets, but nothing was working, and I was still so focused on what I was and how I thought I looked, because in my brain, when I looked in the mirror, I was bigger than what I thought I was, and it was just frustrating me that it was going nowhere, and I couldn't deal with it anymore. And I started getting into that cycle again. I could feel it slowly. It wasn't as intense as it was. It was just slowly pulling in and pulling me in and pulling me in. And then 2020 happened. I had gone on furlough from work, and I done up the house because I didn't know what else to do. I wanted to get into meditation for a long time, and I didn't know how to do it. I was on the Calm app and just going through that. There's a learn how to meditate and that, so I started doing that. I actually started following Jamila Jamil, and she's amazing. I followed her because of the Good Place, to be fair, but then she started this I Weigh campaign, and it just took off, and it made me realise I'm not alone. But I still didn't know how to love myself. People are putting up all this stuff about like love yourself, love your body, but how do you do that? How are they doing that? I don't understand. I just didn't get it. But I went through a lot of soul searching. I done a 21-week abundance group. It was amazing. It helped me learn how to meditate properly. It helped me how to look into my inner self, and it helped me just realise why am I thinking like that? Why am I doing this to myself? Because I'm making myself unhappy. There's no one else making me unhappy, it's me. I'm making myself unhappy, and that is not okay. I changed my whole algorithm on Instagram, so I unfollowed anyone who promoted dieting. It annoys me. It really annoys me, because I've tried a lot of it and nothing ever works. It just makes you feel worse about yourself. My friend turned me to an unbelievable book. It's called Fuck It Diet, and I'll put a picture of it here. This book has taught me to love my food again. I love food. I never thought I could love food again, because I hated it so much. During lockdown, obviously because I was cooking every night, I couldn't think of what to cook. So we've just made a game of it. So we've made a list of numbers 1 to 20. Then we do a number generator, and whatever it lands on, you have to have it that night. The media are just trying to make you feel so self-conscious and so horrible about yourself that you try all this crazy stuff so they can get money. It's all about money, and that's all they care about. They don't care about you, they don't care about your well-being or your mental health. It's not okay, and it really angers me. I'm listening to my body now, and I'm not fully there. I don't know if I'll ever be there, but I am starting to love myself again, and I don't care what I look like. If I'm happy, I'm healthy, who cares? Who actually cares what you look like? Like, I focus too much on what other people thought. But who am I trying to impress? Why am I doing that? Why am I not doing it for myself? If I want to wear a dress that has my arms out or has my legs out, why don't I just do that? It's a warm day. I want to wear a dress. I'm going to wear a dress. Someone out there says, oh, you shouldn't wear that because you have a gut. You need to focus on you being happy. Just say, so I'm comfy, I'm going to wear it, I don't care. The more you tell yourself that, you'll start to believe it, because that's what I did. At the start, I looked in the mirror and told myself that and didn't believe it for a while. And it doesn't happen overnight. It takes a long time for that to happen. Fair enough, you can go to the gym, make yourself healthier and look better and all this, but for who? If you're doing it for you, that's great. If that's what you want, that's perfect. But if you are doing it for other people, or doing it because you think that you need to look a certain way, that's the complete wrong reasons to do it. Only do what makes you happy. That's what you need to do. You just need to think, right, what's going to make me happy? If I want to wear sweats today, I'm going to wear sweats today. If I want to wear a dress today, I'm going to wear a dress today. But at least once a day, please just like look at yourself in the mirror and say, do you know what? I love you. You're gorgeous and you're happy. Just be you. That's all you need. But the more you tell yourself that, the more you'll start to believe it, because that's what happened to me, and that is what has happened to a lot of people. That is how I have started to love myself. I know I've gone off on a complete ramble and I've kind of gone off the body dysmorphia stuff, but I'm very passionate about all this at the minute. But basically what I want to do with this channel is just to make you feel happy and try to start to love yourself again. Hiya dog. Are you okay? Hello. Hello. I want you all to stay safe, and if you could like this video and subscribe, because that would help a lot, because I want to try and reach as much people as I can to try and help whoever I can. It would really mean a lot to me. And if you have any ideas for videos, just leave them in the comment section below. And yeah, I'm gonna go. Okay. Bye.